Guys, I was just kind of wondering what type of, impact can a win like this have on your season?
I think you have a big one. I mean, we have a lot of confidence from this game. Our first ranked win. It's always great to get a ranked win, no matter who it is. So we'll take that with us. When we see some tough teams in conference and know that we have the abilities to compete with anyone. So yeah, it'll be big for us moving forward.
For sure. I feel like now we're officially battle tested, and people were commenting on our schedule, so now there's not much else to say. So just really, really excited that we were able to prevail in this game. I mean, it was a battle. They did their thing, we did our thing, but at the end of the day, we came out victorious.
What changed for you guys in the third quarter there?
I just really feel like we were defensive-minded the entire night, but especially in that third quarter. We were able to get some stops, even got some shot clock violations in the game. So I just think that our defense, Iowa really, really, really likes to push and transition, but, we were making baskets, so they couldn't do that. And then when they had the opportunity, they kind of struggled a little bit in that third quarter to put some buckets in the hole, so we just took advantage of that.
Hey, oh.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
You?
Oh, me? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Audi, I saw you look to the bench and say something to your teammate, like, you're going to make me cry. Can you share what your teammate said?
Oh, boy, here we go. This game is really – this game was really important to me and my family, specifically my dad. My dad and I would always watch this one together. And Coach Fenn's dad passed a few years ago right before this game, or maybe it was a day or two after, so him and I just had kind of talked, and when I was going up to shoot the free throw, he pointed up in the sky and said he's watching, and I just couldn't hold it in, and I missed the first one, so I couldn't see, but that was just a special moment that him and I shared, and yeah, this one was definitely for him.
To do that for him, how does that make you feel?
I have an overwhelming sense of joy. Everything, when you have a motivator, when you have motivation like that, you're going to run through a brick wall. And I feel like tonight, as a team and individually, we were just tenacious. We were just honestly disgusting to play against. I wouldn't want to play against us. So, yeah.
Hi, guys. Maybe for both of you, but in a game in which you shoot it really good from the field, not great from the line, how big are plays like Kenzie Harris when they have a chance at a game-tying three that they drew up, and she gets all ball, blocks it?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we got to work on our free throws, obviously, and we will do that, I promise. But yeah, a lot of people stepped up in a lot of, different ways tonight, whether that was a defensive stop or just like you said, like executing a play when we need them to. And so many people did that tonight for us, and it was huge. And we wouldn't have been able to get that win without them. So, yeah.
To either player, particularly Audi, just what role did it play that you were able to get Heiden and Stuelke, for that matter, into foul trouble?
Absolutely. Asserting, I wouldn't say dominance, but inserting myself early in the game and getting them in foul trouble really, really allowed us to flow a lot more smoothly into what we wanted to do offensively. Stuelke and Heiden, they're seasoned. They've got at least a year under their belt, and they're great, super agile, intelligent basketball players. So to be able to get them in a position where they had limited minutes, that was huge for us.
Colin Davis, case here to you. Audi, you two combined for 50 points tonight. What was going right in the post? What was different about Iowa, and what was going different tonight for you guys?
I don't know if there was much difference in the paint. I think we were kind of able to do our two-man game, do our 1-2. That's what we're known for. I mean, we are the duo. We are considered the duo here around Iowa State. And I think that a lot of the time, actually, they guarded one-on-one, depending on the personnel. Some was a front. They later began to bring a weak side help, but that's not something abnormal. We've seen that before, and we knew how to handle that.
Three of you with double-doubles tonight. Can you just talk about that selfless play and just whoever had the hot hand, whoever had the open look, just good team basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it just makes us harder to guard. That's kind of the missing piece that we were missing last year, and I think some teams were still able to beat us, even when the two of us had a good night. So coming in this year, Jada's been able to do a lot of good things for us, and everybody too, the whole team, just stepping up when we need them to, and our depth is a lot better this year, so it definitely shows, I think.
Audi, I wanted to ask you a little bit about, last year I think people almost counted a couple of those losses against two teams that ended up being in the national championship game almost overly against you guys. This year maybe you were hearing, oh, the schedule isn't tough enough. How do you sort of, I guess, drown out that and just say, hey, we're focused on us? And does a game like tonight, though, like you said, kind of maybe stop that chatter, if you will?
I would certainly hope so. When you have, 3 players with double-doubles, you can't say that we're a one-trick pony anymore. You can't say that our schedule is soft, but honestly, we're not concerned with the noise and what everybody has to say online, whatever. We're worried about the mentality in our own locker room, and we're worried about the mentality that we have at practice. So I feel like that also comes with maturity, though, because being a freshman and playing college basketball, that's really easy to get sucked into the social media and the public opinion, and that's something that I think is really, really damaging if you allow it to be. So I think this team, we're all a little bit older, all a little bit wiser, and have more experience, so I think we're able to stay away from being sucked into that.
For either of you, Jada comes up with 12 assists today. What was it like to have her energy and her kind of tenacity in this first Cyhawk for her?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, she's not scared of any moment. If you've talked to Jada, you know that. Like, her confidence, she has enough confidence for everyone in this room. So, and we love that. Like, that's what we need. She believes in us when we don't. And so, to add that to our roster this year has been big for us. And she stepped up big when we needed her to, and that's just what she does.
This could be for either. I noticed a lot of lob passes tonight when Iowa was kind of guarding front and the back. How creative have you guys gotten at those passes in practice as you evolve from freshmen to juniors?
Yeah, I mean, Audi knows. I mean, we have a guy who's like 6'6" guarding her every day, so we have to get creative, and he does a great job on her. And so when we get into games like this, we can make those passes. And they tried to switch it up. They would front. They would stay behind her sometimes. They did a good job of switching it up. But I think, again, just credit to our scout guys. Like, we see different schemes every single day, and we've had to learn how to make those passes, and she does a great job of going to get it. So I think, yeah, I mean, they tried to switch it up, but we just were able to make good reads tonight.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for coming. Thanks.